eye cannot be toward this people. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth. It says, and it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then shalt thou tell them, thus saith Yahweh, such as offer death to death, such as offer sword to the sword, and such as offer the famine to the famine, and such as offer the captivity to the captivity. Man, you gotta understand, man, it's gonna be a worse time like never before, man. You know, the Lord is gonna get rid of these 2/3 niggas, man. The ones that come up against the word, the ones that speak, any type of way towards the men of the Lord is gonna get rid of you niggas, man.
Yeah. And because look, our people want to learn to fear the prophets of the Lord. They gonna learn, man. All right. We all know the story. Grab the story of go up that ball head. Because you got people, especially among our own, that think just because we're holding a bunch of Bibles and wearing garments, that that we soften something. And that's false in the case. Very, very false. It's crazy. Go ahead, brother.
It's the book of 2 Kings, chapter 2, verse 23. And he went up from thence unto Bethel, and as he was going up by the way, there came forth little children out of the city and mocked him, and said unto him, Go up, thou bald head! Go up, thou bald head!
They were mocking. This is Elisha, right? They were mocking. They were telling him, go up like Elijah did. Go, you do it. Do like Elijah did. So they were mocking the miracle of the Lord, man. So Elisha did what?
Verse 24. And he turned back and looked on them and cursed them in the name of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And there came forth 2 she-bears out of the wood, and tear 42 children of them.
Oh yeah, we had 2 she-bears that ripped to pieces. And ripped to pieces. 40 was it 42?
40 and 2.
40 and 2, so 44. Oh yeah, 42 children got their arms and limbs and bodies just ripped to pieces by 2 she-bears. And you still got people that think God love everybody. God is not with everybody. God is only with his prophets, man. All right? And the scriptures clearly tell you that in the last days, the prophets will be back. And they will stand in their lots. All right? And our lot is to prophesy to the people. And we know that the majority of our own people are not going to want to hear it. All right? Because they want to do their own thing. And it's just like in the time of Yahushua, as in the time of Noah. Wickedness is abound. Because if we was out here doing wicked shit, they'd all gather around us. All right? They gather around. We was out here rapping,
Dancing, pop locking all that.
We was dancing and pop locking, right? If we was out here smoking, we have everybody's attention. Right? Because we coming out the scriptures, people have a problem with it. And the reason they have a problem with it is because they get convicted. They get embarrassed by it and shamed. And the same way they did when the Lord showed up. When the Lord and his men showed up, they got the same treatment. So, how the scripture go? That the servant is not greater than the master. So if they did that to our Lord, what do you think they're going to do to us? All right? But the difference is that at this time, we're going to get lifted up. All right? Because we got bigger things and bigger enemies. See, while our people are talking shit, we got the alphabet boys watching us.
Right.
We got people in high places watching us.
What's the alphabet boys?
The alphabet boys, FBI, CIA, shit like that.
DEA, ATF.
Yeah, these guys are accusing us of being terrorists.
Exactly.
They ain't accusing them of being terrorists. They're accusing us of being terrorists.
Right.
All right? It's simply because of the stuff that we bring out. Because the things, the stuff, the education that we're given, they consider it dangerous. Because they want you to remain niggas.
Black. Right.
They want you to remain black, to be a color. Exactly. They don't want you to be the children of God. They don't want you to be his chosen people. They've already lied and said that's them. So when we start bringing out the evidence and proof, we're not just saying that it's us. Well, a lot of our people, they so defeated, they don't want to be nothing more than niggas. or spigots. All right? They want to remain where they're comfortable at, in their own wickedness. All right? Look out what you got.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 41. I'm going to start at verse 10. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy power. I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. Behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. They shall be as nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish. Thou shalt seek them and shalt not find them, even them that contended with thee. They that were against thee shall be as nothing.
So those that are against us are going to be against nothing. Being them that are against us of the heathen and them that are against us of our own people. The Lord said that a prophet, he's nothing among his own people. Where he's highly regarded when we go among the heathen. If they only knew, man, we've stood before scholars and well-learned people and confounded them, where they had no answers, where they could only put their heads down or walk away frustrated, all right? But then our own people want to come out here and open up their dumbass fucking mouth and say you fake.
Yeah.
How you gonna say that when you haven't seen or heard? You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you're talking about.
You're right.
You need to actually listen, learn, and then you can make that decision. And if you actually listen, you realize that goddamn, they telling the truth.
Right.
Then you understand why the alphabet boys hate us so much.
Yeah.
All right?
I hate them.
Go ahead.
I got this precept going into how the elders say that they want to make sure that they keep us down. They want to keep us away from our power, man. This is the book of Judith, chapter 5, and I'm going to start at verse 17. It says, and while they sinned, not before their power, they prospered, because the Most High that hated iniquity was with them. But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles very sore.
And that's why our people are going through what they're going through. As a people, collectively. They're going through what they're going through because we departed from our power, man. All right? That's why when we do shit, it comes back on us immediately. The other heathens, the other nations do shit, and it just piles up and piles up. But fortunately, we're living in a time where their sins have reached up to the heavens now. Because now they're starting to be broken. They starting to fill up the jail cells. They starting to lose their jobs. They starting to get a taste of what it's like to be us. And they don't like it. All right? And the reason that's happening is because the Lord's vibration is going out through the earth, through the men of the Lord. Little do these people know, a lot of these things that's been happening over the last 15 years, they've been happening because of us. All right? Hey, hell, Farrakhan and all them other groups, they listen and watch us all the time, and then they regurgitate what they've learned from us in their congregations as if they came up with it.
Verbatim.
Literally, verbatim, man. And a lot of these online, what they call them, personalities. What do you call them? Influencers. A lot of these influencers, they listen to us, and then they take what they've learned and they try to twist it into their own words, as if it no. We're not bragging. The Lord gave us something to us. He gave us the apostles and the elders, and through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, knowledge has increased. All right. What people don't realize is that the Bible, it's not just some magical book or some make-believe book. The Bible is a book of law, statutes, and commandments. It's a book of order on how to live and how to run and control a society. Right? And so we hate it because we want our women in order. We hate it because we want our men in order. All right? Because niggas love discord. They don't want to be in order. Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of John, chapter 3, verse 19. And this is the condemnation, that light is come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved. But he that doeth the truth comes to the light, that his deeds may be manifest, that they are wrought in the Most High.
But there it is, man. Because coming into this light, You stop all manner of adultery. You stop all manner of abuse to your own body. All right. Okay. You start watching your diet because you start and actually in most cases coming into this truth, it's an increase to you. All right. And then the purpose thing is even more so because we gotta be tested. We're being tried right now. Okay. All right. Exactly. There's no other way for us to get to the side. It said that the kingdom of heaven suffered violence. So there's no other way for us to get to the other side without suffering. Exactly, brother. Through the straight gate. That's the reason why this very camp is called the straight gate. All right? This is straight as set. It's hard out here. All right? Somebody got this scripture?
This is John 15 and 18. It says, if the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world would love its own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you. Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my sins, they will keep yours as well. All right, yeah, so we're not of this world, man. Like the elder Malcolm was pointing to, man. We was up here, smoking weed, passing out pork sandwiches, man. All right, preaching, Christianity, man. Everybody gathered around, and basically accept us, man. Because we out here denouncing the strongholds of this world, all right, trying to set our people back in order, bringing out the truth of this society, man. The dark, the dark hidden mystery things, man. These people, they don't accept us, man. All right, but hey, the scripture says, know that they hated our Lord Yahushua first, because our Lord Yahushua did the same thing when he was on the scene, man. All right, so we're just coming in his stead, man.
This is the book of Amos 5 and 10. It says they hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh the right. Right, we're out here to tell our people right from wrong, man. What the Lord requires from us and what the Lord, hates. What our people hate us for what? To reprove them, man. This is what's that? Wisdom 5. We shall stand in great boldness, man. What our people hate that.
Yeah, and then, just backing up the brothers, man, because all we're doing is basically telling our people who are these guys who have had their foot on our necks for these years, for hundreds of years, man. And now is the high time to wake out of their sleep, It says in Psalms 44, in verse 14, it says, thou makest us the byword among the heathen, a shaking of the head among the people. My confusion is continually before me, and the shame of my face have covered me.
And what's some of those bywords? The number one is nigga, spit, wetback, black person, Spanish person. They call the natives tree niggas, forest niggas, Indians. All right? The word Indian means savage. It literally translates to savage. So they were calling you forest savages. Okay? Forest savages and forest niggas. That's byword. Who's locked away in their prison house? Get Isaiah 42.
It says, for the voice of him that reproacheth and blasphemeth by reason of the enemy and avenger. And that's what, Esau, Edom, the one gave all them names to you, man. Why? So you can act as that. And this is what our people do. They're comfortable being black, Puerto Rican, and everything else that they aren't supposed to be, man.
Yeah, those bywords are a strong demon and a strong delusion on Jacob, man. All right? It's a very strong delusion, man. All right, especially that word and that term, black. All right, because the truth of the matter is, nobody's skin is actually black. All right, when I look around, I see brown people and I see red people. Right? We're in the chief concourse, where we're supposed to be. All right. Matter of fact, all the Great Millstone camps, all right, will be in the chief concourse. No more teaching in the hood, man. No more 87th Street. Right. No more Cottage Grove. No more Roseland. That's over. Chief concourse. Either coming down here, because as you see before camp open, there's plenty of niggas down here. There's plenty of niggas in High Park too. But all the other nations are there too. and also the scattered that's among the heathen that look like the heathen. You can't reach them in the hood. Facts. Right? So all Great Mill Show Chicago campus will be in the chief concourse where all people congregate.
Hey, it's enough Israelite camps. Let them other niggas go to the hood, man. Y'all got it.
Right, because we already know that, the N-words ain't listening.
Yeah. Fuck 'em.
They ain't listening anyway. Bring it out.
This the book of Isaiah, chapter 42 and verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses.
So that all of them are snared in holes, man, traps. The holes being the cages, the little 10 by 10 cages that they're in, man, by a prison industrial system, which is actually owned by the enemies who happen to be claiming their nationality. All right, had that conversation with my cousin last night, man. At the water, Yahweh Shalom shop, I'm so happy. He lifts my spirits because he's really getting it. When he called me to break bread, he he all excited because he done got another revelation and he getting it. And he read, I had him read Ezekiel 36, and he read the aha, and he was like, oh shit, that's them. I was like, yeah, that's them. All right. He just said, well, how is it that they just claiming to be us again? I said, it's prophesied that they would do that. As a matter of fact, switching it up, somebody get Ezekiel 36 verses 2 or verse 5 in the NLT. Or the NIV. I think he was reading the NIV. Right? No, because that was the point. The point we got, the point was there because it got us to where we are. It served the purpose. Go ahead. Yeah.
Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 2 in the NIV. This is what the sovereign Lord says. The enemy said of you, aha, the ancient heights have become our possession.
Jump down.
Jump down to verse 5. This is what the sovereign Lord says. In my burning zeal, I have spoken against the rest of the nations and against all Edom, for with glee and with malice in their hearts, they made my land their own possession.
Right, so hold on. Who's in the land of Israel right now? Okay? That's the prophecy. Edom is in Israel, claiming to be Israel. Aha! All right, even the high places are ours. All right? They hugging all the food. Like Mr. Smithers. What's the dude's name? Birds. Man, Mr. Birds. Right? What was the dude on DuckTales? He would go diving in his gold.
Darkwing Duck?
Yeah. Screws with duck. All right? Swim backstroking in gold. All the stolen gold.
He named his son, my God is fine gold.
There it
That's
is.
what Edom named their son. Man, my God is fine gold. If I'm not mistaken, it's Amalek. That's the meaning of Amalek.
Wow, I'm gonna have to look it up now. Somebody find it. That ain't describing the motherfuckers down in the jewelry district, in the jewelry district right down the street there. But go ahead, read a little bit more, finish it out.
So that it says, for with glee and with malice in their hearts, they made my land their own possession.
Well, hold on. The Edomites made the land their own possession. Who's in the land of Israel right now? But see, the NIV, when they try to, they fucked up when they made it. They really did. They were trying to counter and take out all the scriptures that describe the Israelites as being swarthy, as being melanated people. But they are actually exposed too many other things very plain. Right? And now we know that Edom are the people who call themselves white. They're the Edomites. All right?
It says, so that they might plunder its pasture land.
Oh, and they did exactly that. They plundered all the land and the land around it. And they keep pushing into it. Them niggas just come with soldiers that kick in your door and make you file out. You coming out of your own house, and then they just file them right in. Right, that's an old school when they give you a stick with the handkerchief and your couple of belongings in it. Right. That's the Palestinians. Right. Out of their own crib, man. They on their stove cooking, and their door just kick open. You don't live in no more. You gotta go, this family does. And they wave it at them as they walk by. Hi.
We have our papers here.
Right. All right.
I just had, this is very interesting. It says, I looked up Amalek, and it says, for those who don't know, Amalek is the term used to describe those who need to be wiped off from the face of the earth.
Ooh, we. Quote the source.
That's on dictionary.com.
Yeah, quote the source when you bring something like that out.
That's dictionary.com.
All right, now bring that out. We making a correction.
Yeah, a correction. It was not Amalek whose name is means my God is fine gold. It's actually his father, Eliphaz, the son of Esau. When you look in the
Which makes sense, being that he's Amalek's father. And look at Amalek today. Go ahead.
this is Strong's H464, and it says Eliphaz, my God is fine gold. Esau's son, father of Taman, the Temanite friend of Job. So yeah, man, that's the correction. It wasn't Amalek that means that, it's Eliphaz's father. All right. And then I had this going into what the elder was talking about. This is the book of Micah, chapter 2, and verse 1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields, and they take them by violence, and houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. So hey, we've seen them do that throughout eternity, man. The elder Malcolm brings it out all the time, how the Moabites call the Edomites what? The name stealers.
The name stealers.
But where are the name stealers, right? This is what they do.
And there's a ton of video and information on that subject matter, on critical race, historical facts. Like and subscribe. Damn, yeah, we got to get out of here, man. Jay in the Greek, man.
Greek as fuck, man.
He Greek as fuck. And the soft guy.
Greek yogurt. I got you.
All right, he got a little bit stronger. Here's the book of Lamentations, chapter 5, verse 1.
My nigga.
Remember, O Yahweh, when it's come upon us, and consider and behold our reproach. Our inheritance is turned to strangers, and our house have been turned to aliens. Well, so it says our heritage have been turned to strangers and to aliens. And now you got this group of people claiming to be us while labeling us a color.
Right. Right.
And all the evidence proves that we're what we say we are. And when they address us, they never address the information. They always thought, oh, black this and black that. A word that they created, by the way. All right? And the darkest man out here is probably this brother, and he's still brown. You ever have some dark chocolate? All right? Dark chocolate is brown, man. All right? And I tell you, they removed the word swarthy. Swarthy is connected to the word tawny. And tawny, swarthy and tawny is me and him. And then you got everything in between. Me being on the far end of the scale, all right? Him on the other end of the scale. It's actually people lighter than me.
Right.
Hell, when I was a young man, I was much lighter, man. Hell, people walked to me speaking Spanish to me my whole adult life for the most part. And my mother, all right? Okay, so that would be people that described as being swarthy, all right? Which are people of color, and swarthy is directly connected to complexion. But hence they removed it. And that's why they started putting black. I just watched that movie with Amy Winehouse. And it's beyond clear that she's one of the Israelite foreigners among the heathen that looked like the heathen. That was a nigga woman. She was out of order. She was Ecclesiastes 26, fucking everything, drugging, fucking and sucking, drugs, out of order, disrespectful to her parents, disrespectful to her own body, tattooed up. Every week she got a new tattoo and she was getting drunk.
Sing her ass off.
And can sing her fucking ass off, man. The girl, and she was brilliant at writing. She was a straight nigga woman, all right? And the girl she's probably about Yah's weight, all right? And she was little as hell and drinking a pint of damn whiskey all. What do you think it's gonna do to her? She's drinking vodka. When you that little, and so that's what happened is she died of alcohol poisoning. All right, she would drink too much. All right, and then she was violent, always hitting the man and scratching him up, fucking him up. Right, her father had no control over her, and she started this behavior. It started when she was a teenager. We're talking about 16, 17, 18, man. She's out in the streets, She done been with more dudes and she didn't have birthdays. All right? She just was completely and totally out of order. All right? And every time she got mad at that man, she went to swinging. And he would just walk away from her. Because if he'd have put the flops on her, all of a sudden he'd have been demonized and a bad guy. Because she deserved the flops. She really did. Right? But, he got tired. He told her, you just can't do this to me. His face all fucked up. And, he was like, you know what? You can take your crazy ass on. I don't care who you are, how much money you got. And that fucked her up. Because he was like, I was in this because of you. I didn't give a fuck about that money and shit. And so he walked away from her ass. And she was all, most of her songs were written about him. About him, how she wanted him back. And she finally got him back. And guess what? She went right back to the same behavior. And he ended up divorcing her ass. And then when she found out that he had a baby with his new wife, Sarah, and she went to the spirit world. Right? But you know what? If you didn't slap the shit out of him and kick him in his balls and scratch his face up on him all the time, all right, the man might have stayed with you. She was straight Keisha, man. And she never got in trouble. He in and out of jail and shit. And she the one doing all the shit. And then the fans hating on him. She's with that low life. And she was fucked up before him. Now he was a cokehead. But he actually got clean and got his shit together. She didn't. And she was so fucked up she couldn't have babies. He's trying to impregnate her, and he wanted children. So did she. But and she kept wondering why. Well, it's like, you're 102 pounds and drinking a fifth of fucking vodka three times a week. How you think you're gonna get pregnant? Hey, somebody get that it's a weighty matter for your daughter. Matter of fact, let's just get into it. That's the Rock 26 chapter, man. Because that explained her. Holy. And the movie was good. Soundtrack was good. And she was and the chick that played her, she gotta be Jake. And she gotta be a nigga woman. She got to be. She had too much sauce. Matter of fact, I think she actually did it better than Amy. Yeah, the weighty matter, man. Because her father, because they were so Jewish, and she learned the shit from her aunt. Her father, I guess it was her father's sister. Her father's sister was chain smoking. His father's sister was chain smoking and always in the jazz club, hanging around niggas. Literally, because most of Amy's band was niggas. All right? She was comfortable with it. All right? She was genuine. And she was so unruly, she had to be Jake, because Becky ain't that unruly, man. This nigga fugitive from West Side Connection video.
Rock chapter 7, verse 23, it says, Hast thou children, instruct them, and bow down their neck from their youth. Hast thou daughters, have a care of their body, and show not thyself children toward them.
Bow down their neck don't mean this. All right? It ain't talking about that. In the movie Planet of the Apes, he kept saying, bow down. All right? To show reverence to your king. It means that your daughters and your children are supposed to show reverence to their elders, man. All right? This one didn't do that because she was constantly embarrassing herself and her father. Her father was coming to see her, and some dude coming out of her apartment putting his shirt on. And then she in the tub, smoking and shaving. All right? And her father's like, walked in the house, who is this bloke? And she's like, she couldn't even remember his name. He just smashed. You understand what I'm saying? And this was Amy Winehouse, man. She couldn't even remember his name. She like, doesn't matter. Make yourself some tea. And she's shaving in the tub, butt ass naked in the tub, just got finished getting banged on. And some dude walking out the house just smashed. And she couldn't even remember his name. What man in their right mind would want their child to come out of a woman like that anyway? Right? That's some simple nigga shit. And see, we on that kingly shit. We got a different mindset now. Right? Because me personally, I done had enough women in my life, man. I'm looking forward to the future. I'm looking forward to what's next. All right. I done been with enough women. I can wait, because for me personally, you know, it's hard for me to even connect with a woman because I can't turn off. Then I'm thinking how many people that already skeeted on you and in you. Right, while you trying to kiss me. I'm trying to turn that off. That's how I think. I'm a spiritual man. And then brother so frantic to smash. And I'm looking at it like, you know, like, hey, look, this is my water. If every brother dipped their finger in it, we all seen the video. All right?
Right.
You think I'm gonna drink it?
Right.
All right? And look, and that's women, if you panned around, that's women that can put a name to all these men right here. 3, 4, 5 times over. Think I'm lying? Matter of fact, some of those women, they've been with 3, 4 of them at one time. And they done done that more than once.
What that girl say? There was a little Dorothy Kingdom chick in that video a little while ago talking about some, oh yeah, I ain't supposed to be with this guy for the rest of my life. I have fantasies of getting flipped by 10 guys.
Exactly.
Damn.
Exactly. So she would be the example of everybody dipping their finger in that water, and then you go drink it. So that's how I see women. All right. If a woman is not calling on the name of Yahweh Shem Shai, I don't want to have nothing to do with it.
Hey, well,
I ain't you a fucking Newport weed smoking bitch in the world. I don't care how fat your ass and titties is. I don't want no parts of you.
Right.
I don't want you around my brothers.
Right.
Okay, I don't. And a brother, look, and you not being wise if you fucking with a woman like that. Straight up, you're not being wise at all. All right, you catch a bra. I done did the weed Newport bitch shit, and the shit didn't work out, man. It was a bad investment on my part. Right. And the sad thing is that I was actually out, man. I loved that woman. Matter of fact, I love that woman like I never loved a woman because I loved her in the spirit. Everything else was in the world. It was different. And then for that to turn, so it made me cold. I shut the fuck down. I shut the fuck down. So I'm waiting, you know. I'm waiting for the Lord to give me my gifts. So, you know, y'all want to go out there and smash these dirty ass hoes that didn't have everybody fucking finger in their water. I'm telling you not to. But I can't make you not do it. But you a stupid motherfucker. Brother. Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Sirach 26 and 23. It says a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given them that fear of the Lord.
There it is, man. Godly woman, man. And the water Yahweh, you know. You know, the Lord might be dealing with me on something like that, but still, I'm not dealing with it until that time comes. And then I think it's right for the Lord to move her away from my presence anyway. All right, so she's not even here to be a distraction unto me. Okay, this is all through the Spirit. And if she do something that's wrong, the Lord will reveal it. Right? But honestly, I don't think she is. I think she's just as serious about this as me. She don't see it. Right? But I'm told to bring it out.
Just through the spirit of what y'all about to talk about. This is Sirach 7 and 26. It says, "Hast thou a wife after thy mind? Forsake her not. Give not thyself over to a light woman."
There you go. A woman with a light mind, a woman that actually fears the Lord and refers to you as Lord and understand that her salvation is through you and can actually acknowledge that. All right, and if she can't do that, man, then that's just a piece of booty. That ain't your woman at all, man. She everybody else's woman. It's just your turn. And that's what I had, and that's what helped me get over that situation with the Ephraimite. I had to come to the conclusion that it was just my turn, and it ain't my turn no more. So I'm gonna hand that used up touch water to whoever you. There you go, bro. Good luck with that shit.
And which goes to show you that a woman doesn't define her value. You know, women, they think that they can define their value by the assets and the accolades, but at the end of the day, it's like, as the elder said, man, you know, like, even Sims don't even do that shit like they used to do a long time ago. or they would wait to get married or wait to deal with a woman that had already been rotted out. And it's like you been waiting for this. You waited for some bad ass.
How you gonna wait for that every finger been in the water, bitch? Are you out your mind? Hey, everybody else water been in there. You should get that day one. At least decide if you like that. If you like that part, you know, some people click a little bit better than others, man. Go ahead, brother.
It's Sirach 7:25. Marry thy daughter, and so shalt thou have performed the weighty matter.
That's
right.
a weighty matter. Go ahead. Go ahead, brother.
A virgin, man. You know, in which it says that this truth is above gold and above rubies.
Yeah.
But a virginity held a certain value back in the day, man.
Yes,
so
it is.
that's the weighty matter. Now that these
And I push that on my daughters hard. My daughter and my stepdaughter. Very, very hard. All right. Constantly in their ear. Don't if you gonna be with him, you gonna stay with him. If you gonna be with him, you gonna stay with him. So if the water you how about Shalom Shah, my daughter was the same dude she was with in high school to this day. All right, and he's the father of her daughter. All right, since all she only been with him. All right. I wish I could say that for my stepdaughter. You know, it is what it is. All right.
That show you how low we fall as a nation. That's a rare thing.
That's a very rare thing. That is extremely rare, especially among our own people. That's extremely rare. All right, and then she's scared because she know her brother's gonna go run the tail. Right. Because she love to run the tail on them. You know. Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Proverbs chapter 5 and verse 3 in the NLT. For the lips of any moral woman are sweet as honey, and her mouth is smooth and oily.
Right, and then you got women showing up. I can't even begin to tell you how many over the years, you know, especially when I was a young, strapping, six-pack toting young man, how many women that were married that literally just threw themselves at me, man. It happened quite a bit, man. And being a young, stupid nigga in the world, there's a few times that I actually, you know, the water Yahweh, you know, for giving me another chance. But, you know, after coming into this knowledge, man, you're afraid to do that if you really fear the Lord, man. Because that's a sentence of death. That's a sentence of death. I'll tell you a story. I'm almost embarrassed to say it, but I'm going to tell you, man. I met a chick named Aurelia once, a pretty little white girl. The day before she was to be married. Man, your bro not gonna walk in the club all swollen and shit. Man, 6 months. She got married the next day and they didn't stop for 6 months, man. And I still believe that that's part of the reason why the Lord jacked me up to this day. I mean, damn. Because I fit the bill of something that she always wanted and she ain't never had. So she wanted to do it before she got married. And that was in Fresno, California. And my job took me to Fresno at least once or twice a month. So guess what happened every time I went to Fresno? Yeah. That fucked up 70s porn music. With the scratchy guitar. Right. Wicked ass. And I'm ashamed. I ain't proud of that shit, man. That's right. That could get me, I could get killed for that shit, man. But the average Jake don't have no fear of that. The average Jake today, all right, they brag about it. They look forward to it. Matter of fact, I remember one of I was in the Marine Corps, one of the older bros, he was, he's a little older than us. He called himself Put Me On Game. And that was his game. He was like, man, only fucking man. He was like, yeah. Because, he said only fucking married us because you ain't got to worry about all that other shit. You just get all the good shit. Let them, all that drama and all the other shit, they can take that home to their husband. You just get the cheeks and keep it moving. And I'm like, so this is what this older bro is telling his younger bro. That's nigga wisdom. That's right. So, wherever you at today, gonna be Sergeant Timmy Poole, fuck you, man. You sent me off, bro.
This is Sirach 25 verse 2. Three sorts of men my soul hated, and I am greatly offended at their life. A poor man that is proud, a rich man that is a liar, and an old adulterer that doted.
An older that he putting us up on game. No, bro. Fuck that Cedar Mix. with that married broad, man. Yeah. And you get that. How you gonna tell a young bro that, man?
Right.
It's better for you because you ain't got to deal with all that trauma. She already got kids and all that shit. You just tearing the family apart. Because because the reason she's with you is because something is lacking at home. And so now she's trying to cleave on to you. She don't want the husband. Right? Then you gotta look at her children. And her kids are looking at you like, you the one that broke up my family. You stole my mama from my daddy and you tore my family apart. It's just a fucking home record, man. Piece of shit. Go ahead, brother.
It says, for the lips of an immoral woman are sweet as honey, and her mouth is smoother than oil, but in the end she is as bitter as poison, and as dangerous as a double-edged sword.
There you go, because she's gonna get you put to death, man. Messing around with that woman, who's a married woman. That's why the Lord referred to us as you adulterous generation. All right, for that reason. Not only, and also for the fact that all these women are having children, and the men that they're having children with aren't their actual husbands. The first guy that routed them out, he was 10, 15, 20, 30, some of them a couple 100 men ago. And so now your children are coming forth, all right, out of this polluted ass, everybody that dipped in the water. All right, just hold your water out, let everybody walk by and stick their finger in it for about 5 minutes. Then you gonna drink that shit? That's how you women are being promiscuous, sleeping from man to man. You carousel riders. Like the chick on the mechanical bull. So, woo! All right? And the punishment is coming because I keep telling you women that the carousel is going to ride you. Right? You ain't going to get to pick and choose. Right? And the carousel is going to be rough. There'll be a lot of smacking and head stepping on and hair pulling. Yeah, it's going to be right. All your orifices filled up at once. Go ahead, brother.
This is Sirach 26:25. It says, a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will feel it more. In NLT, it says, a shameless woman shall be counted as a bitch, man.
Yeah, as a dog, man. And this particular person that we were talking about, I won't say her name again. All right? This famous person, she was living her life like that. Just wild and disrespectful to her family and her name. All right? All right, go ahead, brother. Yeah, bring it out, brother.
This is the book of Sirach 26 and 25 in the Good News translation. It says, a self-willed woman is a bitch,
That's right.
but a woman with a sense of decency honors the Lord.
That's in the Bible.
And it's the good news.
That's the Good News version, Good News translation. Read it again, then I want you to finish.
Sirach 26 and 25. A self-willed woman is a bitch, but a woman with a sense of decency honors the Lord.
Wow. And so the Lord has all manner of destruction coming onto the people. I'm watching a movie now called Nowhere. I'm probably about halfway through the movie, man. And this is some of the darkest shit I've ever seen. Right? And the shit that this woman is going through. I'm watching the movie and I'm like, fuck. God, I mean, I'm tripping on this because that shit is dark. I mean, it's like if you had a gun, it'd be better to just put the gun to your head. She didn't have one. All right, but basically, her and her husband are trying to get out the country. They hired them on a truck and they put up a fake wall to put shit in the truck. And the guy walked in the truck and walked to the back, looked, and there was nothing in it. Then he went back outside and he went to the end of the truck and he was counting his steps. Then he told one of his men to come and shoot. So he shot. All right, he shot, and it wasn't where he stopped walking because he had counted his steps. So there was about maybe about 5 or 6 more feet left, and that's where everybody was huddled together back that high. So he comes back in, comes on the thing, on the truck, and he tells everybody, come out. All right, they wouldn't come out. All right, and so then he said, well, you're gonna be okay. I promise you safety. Nothing's gonna happen to you. And so And then he tells his men, if you don't, I'm just gonna have the men shoot you. So the men get their guns up to just shoot through the walls. And they all start cocking, and then the girl opens the door. Pretty young thing too. You know, like a, you know, definitely white material. Young, probably about 14, 15 years old. All right. And she opens the door, and the dude sees it. So he puts his hand up so that his men don't shoot. He tells them, you know, to hold. They don't fire, and he tells them, come on out. And then when he opened up the door, they, you know, as they start, when the girl that he was just talking to, when he told them to hold off, he looking at her and said a few words to her, then he shot at himself, square in the middle of her fucking forehead, with a big ass pike on. Sent the young pretty thing to the spirit world, man. All right? Then he told his men to fire, and all the people back there, it was women and children, pregnant women, he's firing. He told them to shoot, they shot everybody. People don't understand, but that's the judgment of the Lord, man. When you get caught up out here in the street, the Lord put the spirit on that man to track you down when you couldn't escape and stand right in front of you and put hot lead in you. They don't understand that sort of judgment comes from the Lord, man. Real quick, every spirit is created for vengeance. Real quick, then I'm finish the story. This shit is heavy, man. I gotta finish the movie to see what happens. Go ahead. Get it.
This is Sirach 39:28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance.
So all of us, there's a spirit in us. All right? That spirit's even in beasts. If it's a damn Rottweiler, damn pit bull, Doberman pinscher, you know, a damn cougar come down out the hills. All right? It has a spirit in it. Read.
Which in their fury lay on sore strokes.
Which in their fury lay on sore strokes. So the damn mountain lion grab you by your face and drag you off and rip you to pieces and eat your ass. All right? The damn pit bulls attacked you. That man about 3-4 months ago, they got chewed up, got ripped to pieces by his own pit bulls. All right, read.
In the time of destruction, they pour out their force.
In the time of their destruction, they pour out their force. So when some dude doing the coward move and stomping out a dude who's already out helpless, because that's a bitch ass move. Any nigga ever did it, you a bitch. The dude laying there can't help it, especially when you do that shit to your own people. That's in the scriptures, literally, y'all know. You ain't supposed to do that to your own people. You do that to the heathen. This dude, he your people, man. He already done. Leave him alone. All right? That's some gay ass shit. The only niggas ain't never been in the cage, ain't never had no real fight. Street fight don't count. Nigga, if you ain't been in the cage, you ain't had no fucking fight.
That's right. And appease the wrath of him that made them.
And appease the wrath of him that made them. It appeases the wrath of the Lord that made them. So when that dog grabbed that little 3-year-old and fucking ragdoll their ass and snapped their neck and ripped their damn entrails out, it pleased the Lord. See, y'all don't know the Lord we serve and who he is, man, and who he's for and who he's not. And then the danger of coming against his prophets. Because those very well spirits will come visit you for that shit.
That's right.
Lord will send one of them spirits.
That's right.
And then the Lord gonna give you to remember it. Right before you get it, like, fuck, this is for that shit that I said and that I did to the men of the Lord. Read.
Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance.
That spirit in fire, man. All right? People get caught up in a fire. That fire is literally seeking your ass out. You trying to run from it, that fire's on your ass, man. What you think made them people jump out the 99th story, out the 81st floor, the 90th floor in them fucking towers? That fucking fire. Because ain't no normal person gonna go jump out that window. And some of them just held hands and jumped. Becky,
Let's go.
because that fire. It's like, fuck it. This been my work friend all these years. Fuck, I thought we was cool. I ain't know we was gonna die together like this. And they face it to just go to that window. Because that fire is better than that fucking fire. And I imagine, man, what's going through your mind on that fall, when you fall in 89 stories. I can only imagine what's going through your mind when you fall in 89 fucking stories, man. All right? They said it was hitting the ground and sound like explosions, man. And then their bodies hit the ground so hard they would bounce back up 5-6 feet, and their entrails would just spray everywhere like a damn watermelon person, man. That's some fucked up shit to see, man. And a lot of people witness that shit, man. Those people ain't right to this day. Right? That ain't no normal shit. Lots of people that seen people get shot and die, all right, on the streets, in the military. There's a lot of people that see that. But some shit like that, that's some soft shit. All right? Is there more to that?
Yeah, it's more than it says teeth of wild beasts, which you just went into, and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction.
And sometimes a literal sword. We all just saw the Dominican machete fight. Y'all seen the aftermath? Yeah. My man literally picked his own hand up, man. Yeah. These niggas, I'm telling you, they on a whole different level, man. Fucking each other up with machetes. And of course, one of them didn't make it. Right? Because one of them, when they showed his after, he was on the slab. He bled out. You know, you lose something, you gotta tourniquet that shit, man. A lot of people don't even know basic first aid, man. You get hit, all right? Gunshot wound, you gotta compact that shit. First thing you should do if you know anything about true combat and not this street shit for these wannabe tough niggas, you look for an exit wound. If you got an exit wound, you should, oh shit, I'm good. You just need to pack that shit up, tighten it up, and get to help as quick and as fast as possible. Right? You take one in the arm or leg, you gotta tourniquet that shit above the wound. Y'all hear me? Something happened to you, you tourniquet above the wound. All right? That will actually save your life. But he all hype, blood pressure up high, because he fighting the shit. He done lost his fucking hand, so his heart is pumping, his shit just leaking. And he talking, all of a sudden he just passed out. By the time the medical people, when he got to the hospital, rolling in the spirit world, man. Now he at rest. Bring it out, brother.
This is the book of Hebrews 10 and 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power.
It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, man. But y'all know that America's about to shut down. It's about to be blackouts, man. Right? It's about to be blackouts. All right? These women are about to get gang raped and all kind of shit, man. And I've been telling you women, boy, riding the carousel, jumping from man to man to man. All right? Now the carousel about to ride you. Because these grimy niggas gonna take turns on you. And they ain't gonna be nice either. Like I said, it's gonna be two, three of them at a time on you. As soon as they done with you, you still got a whole pack of other niggas just waiting their turn. That's how grimy it's gonna get out here. Ain't gonna be no 911. We all saw the loop choke. Everybody saw the loop choke. He threw that belt around her neck and drug her to the ground. By the time he took 3 steps, she was out. She stopped fighting. She grabbed the belt. She went out. A man rolled over on her stomach, pulled her pants down, and smack, right the fucking smack. No, it was actually 3 in the morning. Yeah, he pulled in between 2 cars and went to work on her cheeks, man. She woke up with a load. Shit. Right? The spirits created for vengeance. Shit about to get real out here, man. All right, they're about to crash this dollar soon. And when they do, so they either gonna crash the dollar or they gonna interrupt the election. You interrupt this election, them good old boys spraying up everything. Right? And all you niggas was witches and shoot like this. Wait till them good old boys come through. Putting shit center mass. They ain't missing either.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32 and 39. See, now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill, and I make alive. I wound, and I heal.
So the Lord does all these. Read.
Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
So the Lord said, you offend one of his little ones, you offend the man of the Lord, man. You might even get the upper hand on the man of the Lord. But you're really not, because you best believe that's coming for you. Right. And when it happens to you, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. All right? Bring it out, beloved.
This is Sirach 27:28. Mockery and reproach are from the proud.
So mockery and reproach. Mockery is basically when someone's mocking you. That means talking shit. That's what mockery is. All right, when you giving someone the true skinny, and all they got to do is, and all they got to say is, or talk shit about something that they don't understand or know nothing about. At least find out what's going on before you fix your lips. That's why the scriptures say,
Understand.
hold on, let's wait for this party to go by. This nigga that want attention, want to be seen. See, that right there can be offensive to the Lord. And you're gonna see a news clip with that nigga guts all across the fucking freeway. Right? Because he don't understand he's interrupting the Lord's business. Trying to get one of these stank ass that ran through everybody's fingerprint in the water business. Right? Everybody that dipped in that water, and he's trying to press that broad to get her in the damn slingshot with him. Go ahead, brother.
This is Sirach 27 and 28. Mockery and reproach are from the proud, but vengeance as a lion shall lie in wait.
There it is, man. Vengeance is waiting for you. In the cut. Vengeance in the cut like a band-aid or waiting for your ass. Right? Go ahead, brother.
This is Matthew chapter 18 and verse 6. It says, but whosoever shall offend one of these little ones.
Who are the little ones? The Israelites. The men of the Lord. The men that risk their lives and their freedom to do this work. Right? We literally come out, that's described in the Bible. And our biggest threat is our own fucking people. The heathen ain't even coming at us. Go ahead.
It says, which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hang about his neck, and that he were drown in the depth of the sea.
There it is, man. It'd be better that if the Lord hang a big ass stone around your neck and drowned you in the sea, it would be better. Bring it out.
Hey, here's one about little children offending one of the men of the Lord. 2 Kings, the 2nd chapter, the 23rd verse, and the 24th. And it reads, and he went up from thence unto Bethel, and as he was going up, by the way, there came forth little children out of the city.
So little niggas. Little niggas. Go ahead.
And mocked him,
Ray and Pookie and them.
and said unto him, go up thou bald head, go up thou bald head.
So like Capo was explaining earlier, they were mocking the miracles of the Lord. Right? Because they were mocking when one of the prophets went up, when Elijah went up. All right? So they're telling him, you go up, prove you're a prophet. You go up like he did. All right? And then what did he do?
And he turned back and looked upon them and cursed them in the name of the Lord.
And the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is a very powerful name. You don't know that name. You know all these fake names that they put on the Lord to hide because there's power in this real name. And you calling on Jesus and Allah and all this other shit. And Allah is a Hebrew word. It's not even a damn Arab word. Yeah, exactly. Go ahead.
And there came forth 2 she-bears out of the woods and tore 42 children of them.
Like, could you imagine if that happened modern day? Your 42 children. And you got to remember, too, that everything was bigger, larger, and stronger in the ancient world. You know, your apples were huge, our grapes, our fruit, everything was big. So them she-bears was fucking huge, man, and powerful. You think a silverback is strong now. You know, a silverback strength is like the strength of 20 men. All right? A chimp, a little ass chimp, is as strong as 5 fucking men. So a fucking silverback, man, will literally rip you in half. He grab your upper torso and your lower torso and just tear you in fucking half. And then use your halves to beat everybody else with. You know? Yeah. You got silverbacks that are even strong enough to go up against a lion, man. If he can get a grip on his jaws, he actually rip his jaws apart. That's how strong a fucking silverback is. Go ahead.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 7. But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me. For all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted. Hey, so we out here to condemn the 2/3, man. The majority of our people are going to rebel against the ways of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. They're going to rebel against this word, man. All right? He just told Ezekiel, they won't listen to you. They won't even listen to him.
Yeah.
They won't listen to the Heavenly Father, man. Even throughout all the miracles, you got the little nigglets mocking Elisha after they just saw a miracle from Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yeah.
It don't matter,
But,
man.
hey, but I tell you what, though. It says that the Lord's going to make us a new threshing instrument. We're not going to need the weapons because we are the weapons. We're just going to have them for style points. Because it look cool as fuck. Because when brothers start floating and shit, you know, when they just raise up with their feet at your head, all right, and they garment dangling over your fucking face, and they looking down on you with a fucking sword in their hand, because it look cool. They don't need the sword, right? It ain't gonna be good, man. But then all of a sudden you're gonna listen, but it's gonna be too late. It's like, no, nigga, I'm levitating now. It's over. Right? You done made me raise up.
You see my feet on the ground, nigga?
Right, feet leave the ground, that's your ass. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Zechariah 12:8. It says, in that day shall the Lord Yahweh defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem. And he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David.
So the oldest and the sickest and the weakest of us is going to be like David. And David was the mightiest warrior that ever walked the face of the earth. Nobody can claim tens of thousands of bodies in a battle, man. Nobody. David can. All right? So I don't care how much, you know, Samson did 1,000. All right? But nobody killed tens of thousands. Saul killed thousands. David slayed tens of thousands alone. All right? That was damn Jet Li and the One. I am nobody's bitch. What he said, you are. He said, right, I don't need to know your name. You need to know mine. And he beat everybody's ass, man. You had tens of thousands of niggas walked up there and got their ass beat. All right? Go ahead, brother.
Among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as the powers, and as the angel of the Lord Yahweh before them. You know, hey, and what? It takes one angel to destroy this place, man. So if the Lord said we're gonna be like the angels, how much power do you think he's gonna give his men?
Man, and he gonna put his fury in us. We can't even get mad enough, man.
That's right.
All right?
This is the book of Jeremiah 51:20. It says, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war, for with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. Right, we're the weapons of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. When the Lord give us that spiritual power, man, there's gonna be mayhem on 2/3 of our people in these other nations.
Con, which the original name of the Chicago Great Millstone Camp was named for the namesake of that scripture. Mapatata, right? Mapatata. Battle axe of, go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, and verse 3. And I will give power unto my two witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,360 days, clothed in sackcloth. These are the two olive trees and the two candlesticks standing before the God of the earth.
Right, and that being the northern and the southern kingdom, and you have the northern and southern kingdom standing right here before you right now. Okay, you have both the northern and the southern kingdom with two witnesses right in front of you right now for prophecy. Okay, go ahead.
And if any man will hurt them, fire proceeded out of their mouth and devoured the enemies.
Yeah, so when they go to hurt us this time, when they go to put their hands on the prophets, it's going to be different. All right? And you best believe the small hats and the name stealers, they're very angry that we've woken up to who we are. And even more so that we've woken up to who they are. Right? And they're going to send their minions. All right? But see, that's just it. They coming for us, but the Lord coming for them. And then he's going to lift up a standard. So many of us are also going to come for them after the Lord comes. And that's close at hand. I keep telling you, the America's about to shut down. These are the last few days of what you perceive as normal. It ain't normal for people to ride around on bikes and packs that don't even have licenses, doing willies and shit, and just being unruly and cutting up. That's not normal. All right? People just stand around and smoke weed and drink outside. That shit ain't normal, but they do it. You can't ride the train without some guy lighting up like he at fucking home, like he's sitting on his own couch. Fuck everybody around me. Fuck the old people. Fuck the babies. Fuck the pregnant lady. Fuck. He just lighting up like he at fucking home.
You even got women on the train doing it.
Women too, and then the Edomites are doing it too. All right.
I got that precept before the
Go ahead, brother.
This is
She got to be Northern Kingdom. That can't be a nigga.
This is Isaiah 59 and verse 19. It says, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the rising of from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him.
There it is. Read it again, brother.
This is Isaiah 59 and 19. It says, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him.
And they gonna come in like a flood. As a matter of fact, there was one scene in the Civil War when them soldiers went in to kill the president. After they doing the flash bangs, he said flooded, and they all went in. He literally said flooded. I was like, damn. Right, and then they all went in, and because the nigger woman took her group to the right, and the other dude, the Delta Force dude, took his to the left. Right, and they flooded in two directions, and then went in on them. So the enemy is going to come in like a flood, man.
I got the book of Ezekiel, chapter 25 and verse 12. It says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because that Edom hath dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and hath greatly offended, and revenged himself upon them, therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and I will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of the Dan shall fall by the sword. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine fury or mine anger, and according to my know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh. The things that's to come, man, hey, this is the fury of the Lord that's going to come upon this place. It's the fury of the Lord that's going to come upon Edom, first and foremost, and it's the vengeance of the Lord that's going to come upon you 2/3, man. It's a mighty destruction coming for all of these people, man.
It's so low.
Turn that shit down.
Yeah.
He must be baby daddy number 5.
Right. Right. He just went and got right what I told you. He got him one and jumped in there. He was alone. He was alone. He was alone. So he got that he got him. He got him. Hey, he probably bought finger number 400.
Damn. He the equivalent that damn, they can't even fit the arrow.
Yeah.
But the arrow that can't fit the equivalent.
Hey, and he probably gonna smash tonight too.
For sure.
They can't even have a conversation. She just ride. All right, you see how loud this shit is? She just ride. He proud. You should be embarrassed.
That's right.
Dumbass nigga.
This is Ezekiel 35 and verse 1. It says, moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it. And say unto it, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee.
Mount Seir is the name stealers, the Edomites, the people who refer to themselves as Caucasian. You know, we always trying to make some documentary calling themselves the chosen, and trying to make one event that took place, make them fit all the prophecies, right? When that's not true. And that one event too makes the other 79 million people that died during that time frame, they just shit, they don't matter. Fuck the other 79 million, only this group of million, this small group, we matter. But them other 79 million, they don't mean a damn thing. That's literally what that says every time they push that. They're saying fuck those other 79 million lives that died. All right, go ahead.
It says, and I will make thee most desolate, and I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, because thou hast had perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, and the time that their iniquity had an end. It says, verse 6, therefore as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. All right, so that's what's coming upon this place, man. All right, as the elder and these brothers is getting to, there's about to be a lot of atrocities going down, man. All right. right? And what the scripture says in Isaiah 33 and verse 1, it says, hey, when thou shalt cease to spoil, then shalt thou be spoiled, man. Right. All right, Esau, Edom has run around the world, rape, robbing, and murder all these different nations, and first and foremost have raped and robbed the children of Israel. All right, and he ate it. The scripture said blood was as nothing in his sight, man. Right? So now, hey, when y'all see all these atrocities that's about to come down the pipeline, like the Elder Malcolm saying, when y'all see,
And in some places, they're already happening.
right?
There's people that are already experiencing this.
Yep.
Hell, it was 7 tornadoes last night in Houston. It was a bunch of tornadoes that killed 7 people. 7 is a number of completion, man. All right? That's part of the prophecy. Somebody grab that real quick. Finish speaking, brother. Somebody grab that in the second episode.
So when we start to see these prophecies begin to hit the fan, man, when these lights turn off and you start seeing all this warfare going on, all these bodies dropping, man. All right, hey, best believe and know that hey, this is the reward of the wicked, man. That's why we're in this circle right now, man.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Hey, because the scripture says, "Fret not the reward of the wicked, man." When roughly paraphrasing, when destruction suddenly cometh, man.
Yeah, and getting hit by either getting hit by debris, impelling you and killing you, or getting snatched up into the darkness of a tornado, and getting whirled around at a couple 100 miles per hour, and all kind of debris hit you and bang you the whole time. Yeah, or get thrown. You get snatched up 2 miles in the sky and then thrown to the ground. That's a fucked up death.
Judgment.
That's a fucked up death, man.
Judgment.
All right, yeah, you get snatched up into that thing, your ass just. All right? So they get thrown. All right? Exactly. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 7, it says, "Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate."
Damn, she up the thing on him? She up the thing on him.
He had a gun. He had a gun. He got up off the ground. He had a gun.
I love that. That's right. That's that call on you. That was, you know what?
Hey, you know what?
That matches the scripture I was just talking about.
And I seen him with the mask on. I said, "Hey, he was on some collie. He run that way with the baby."
That's an example.
And then, not only that, Shemai, we had a moment of excitement. Shemai, that goes to show you too. And they probably kept pointing at him. He probably ran down into the because he ain't really got nowhere to go. He ain't got nowhere to go. Yeah. But if you getting hit and your gun is falling, that means that you don't even have a proper holster, the way to carry it. Yeah, you just carrying your goof ass. Yeah. If you carrying a firearm, it should be secure where you can move around, run, fall, and nothing happens until you reach for it.
100 degrees, niggas got masks on.
They got hoodies. They got masks on. They all blacked up. I love when the Lord judge you fucking monkeys, man. All right, you are putrefying swords, man. And you part of the reason why we're here now.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I hate these 230.
Hate you.
That's why the Lord said.
Oh, did anybody claim the North Kingdom chick? And all the excitement. That's a damn good claim, bro. All right, but let's get back into it. We're going to get ready to wrap it up soon. But it's clearly getting hotter. See, it gets warm. It gets warm, and Jake started acting up, man. Ain't nobody claiming that thing.
For the past month, they've been talking about those teen takeovers. Every time it's a trend, I got little brothers. They be like, it's a trend downtown. We at the Bean, we at the lake, we on Michigan. Every single time my little brother told me that somebody died. Every single time. I tell him, I be
He
like,
ain't going nowhere.
I be like,
It was 2 of them, right?
Yeah, they probably got right there. They're back now.
Yeah, he got hit, so he ain't great.
He couldn't run. That's the one who got hit. There you go.
Now wait for him to get here.
Monkey ass.
He's 16 years old.
Is my camera still on? Did it die? Yeah.
She was slow as hell running at me. That's if that's his first time.
Come.
That's why I asked the question that I asked. All right. So the judgment of the Lord is happening, man. All right.
I would have got away with it too.
Old man Nelson.
That's good for him.
Hey, tempting the Lord, man. Tempting the Lord, man. So yeah, it's just you know, it's just too much happening. We gonna get ready to wrap it up. Go ahead, brother.
This is 2nd Ezra 9:1. He answered me and said, and then measured out the time diligently in itself. And when thee seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right, and he visited the world through those storms that killed those 7 people. Completion.
Oh, that's the next one.
Go ahead.
Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, and thou shalt well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Right. There it is, man. And that dude called a blessing. Because the truth of the matter is, when CPD catch you with a firearm, right, you normally get lit up, right? Right? They ain't trying to take nobody alive, right? You got a firearm, man. You know, you got 9 to 15 firearms pointed at your ass, and they ain't stopping till they done all emptied a couple clips.
Yep. That's right.
Right? That's typically how it happens, man. You know? So yeah. All right, there was one more scripture I had in mind. Get that one, Papa Shah.
This is the book of Isaiah 29:6. It says, "Thou shalt be visited of Yahweh of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire."
There it is, man. Bring it down.
Yeah, Con, this is what the Lord is doing, man. What's that? Second Ezra, the 9th chapter, man. Earthquakes in diverse places, things of that nature, man. This is the judgment of the Heavenly Father. You know, different things of that nature. You know, different storms, different earthquakes that we're hearing about, man. This is the will of it. This is the doing of Yahweh Shemel.
Right.
The scriptures say his spirit is in the whirlwind, man.
Yeah, man. And then and then not only that, that spirit of folly is heavy in Chicago right now. Yeah. Here's the reason. While I was sitting there having lunch before we came to camp, what was that thing, Shamar? The app, with the shots fired app? Citizen app. Right there where brothers be teaching, man. But all those spots where they teach is constantly gunshots going on. And it ain't nothing there but niggas. It's like coming to these niggas and trying to teach them. You know, they ain't trying to hear, man. You got to come to the, because you know when niggas stop and listen, when the heathen stop and listen. That's the only time they really stop and listen. Right? Niggas in the hood, they trying to do dirt and smoke weed. Commit adultery. That's it, because all the music they listen to is all about adultery. Every other song is about, I got yo bitch. Not a bitch, but it's got to be yo bitch. Like, right, you know.
Kill their brothers.
Yeah.
Kill niggas.
Kill my brother and have and commit adultery. That's the music. And who pushes that? Small hats. All right, because anybody can make that talentless ass, you know, not sexy red.
Right.
Make her a star.
Right.
Right.
A small head brought her into the game.
Of course.
Her, Ice Spice, Suki.
That being the point.
All small heads. They brought them to the game.
All right, and because she garbage. She's actually ashamed to all the old school female rappers who could actually rap, who actually, you know, had skill. You know, Missy Elliott, you know, Lauryn Hill, what was my girl? MC Light. You know? Yeah, Queen Latifah was dope. You know? Yeah, so she's ashamed to women who actually have talent. You know?
Look Kim, all of them without shine.
Foxy Brown, Lil
Yeah.
Kim. I mean, they lyrics wasn't even one of the greatest, but you know, but they still had a talent far above hers. You know? That's good. Gone, brother. Hey, so you know, we gonna get ready to wrap it. So let's bring out one last scripture. Give me Revelation 13, 9 and 10. That's the end. We at the end, man. And the people who did this to us, they're about to go into captivity, man.
Right.
I got it.
This is the book of Revelation 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
So the saints are patiently waiting to put into slavery those that put them into slavery, and put to the sword those who put them to the sword.
That's right.
All right, so with that, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh. Kwam Yasharallah.
Kwam Yasharallah.
Abad Babal.
Abad Babal.
Read.